Well, we're at Qasr El Dabara Church in Cairo, Egypt, and the largest church in the Middle East, 7,000 members. Yesterday, we interviewed Dr. Sameh Maurice, whose church had a significant impact through 40 days of fasting and prayer. God brought about change in all the churches in Egypt, but particularly around Cairo, Egypt. Incredible things took place at the end of 2010, and we want to share with you the power behind why those things happened was through prayer and fasting. Tonight is Monday night, a prayer meeting that they have each Monday night. Not to mention they have 24 hours of prayer going on all the time. That's where the power is.
Pastor Sameh, we are so excited to be here. I can't tell you how we have looked forward to this time with you. Ever since we heard about the fast, we wanted to come to Cairo and to talk with those that had been partaking in this 40-day fast. And we thought to ourselves, why can't the American church do the same? We need revival in America. So we're just grateful to be here today in Cairo at the Qasr El Dabara. And we just have a few questions for you to inspire people back in America, because you've already been an inspiration to us.
Thank you for coming, and it's a great honor and privilege to be tuned together, the church in the West and the East. It's a time for one heart, one spirit for the kingdom. So it's a great honor for me to be with you today.
Well, thank you. We just want to know, first of all, can you share with us the foundation of how this 40-day fast came to be? What was the inspiration and the purpose of the fast? Just how did it come about?
It's a long story, but to make it short and focused, we have been praying for the nation for years, that we will see a real revival covering the whole land of Egypt. And during the last few months of the previous year, the last year, 2010, we felt deep in our heart that we will see changes. This is the time for the beginning of the historic change in the land of Egypt. So we decided that we have to prepare ourselves for this coming year, 2011, in fasting and praying. So we decided to call for 40 days fasting and praying for the land of Egypt. And we had in our heart a theme from Exodus, what God said to Moses, that what I'm going to do with you is awesome. And we wrote it in a big banner. And in the festival of the New Year, this was the theme, that we expect, we declare, we believe that 2011 is a special year. Many churches joined us. We announced that through our pulpit, through the network that we have in the land of Egypt, through the website that we have. We have a big website. Millions visit the website every month. So we felt the oneness, historic changes. We were shocked. The first day, the event that happened in Alexandria happened only 20 minutes after we finished the prayer here.
Oh.
So we began to feel that, wow, it's real. It's beyond our expectation that God is there to fulfill the promise in a way maybe different than our expectations. But again, we had a deep conviction in our heart that this is the year that we have to be well prepared for what's going to happen.
And did you start seeing things taking place spiritually in your congregation right away? We heard that there were people coming in and getting saved in the meetings, and that you had many people showing up in the services, that you had literally thousands of people coming through the church.
This is a big church. We have here about 7,000 they worship in this church. It's big in itself. But our surprise that this time when we call people to pray, we decide to pray at least, we have a house of prayer here 24 7. So people, they take shifts every 2 hours. There is another group to praise and to intercede day and night since 3 years. So the last period of time, the house of prayer were packed. We decided to pray beside Monday as a big prayer meeting, to have Wednesday and an overnight Thursday from 10 until 6 a.m. We were surprised that during these 40 days, the people started to come in hundreds and then in thousands to pray. This is unexpected. Usually people, they come to hear the gospel or to worship, but not to fast and pray for a whole night. The 4 weekends that we had before the revolution, the last 2 of them, the church were packed.
Wow.
1,200, maybe 1,300 people, packed from 10 or from 12 to 6 a.m. Praying, shouting, singing, crying. For me, it never happened before. In all my history, I have been here in this church since 74.
Wow.
So to me, it was a confirmation. This is a call from God. This is why we have seen people coming in hundreds and crying and praying in a different spirit, in oneness, in faith, in conviction. Never happened before.
Did you see among the church itself a unifying of the believers? Did you see it really affect their lives together as a church?
Actually, the people, they came to pray from different backgrounds. Orthodox background, evangelical backgrounds, different denomination within the evangelical community. And we prayed for the unity. And we started to pray together as Orthodox and evangelicals in a public way. But this year we had several occasions that we gathered together in the Cave Church, for example, which is an Orthodox cathedral. It can accommodate up to 10,000, so thousands of people crowded there, Orthodox, Catholic, and evangelical.